I think being around your friends right now is exactly what you need. And remember, cupcakes.
When Calls the Heart really is a well-oiled machine at this point, and it doesn't look like it's slowing down anytime soon. After all, the Season 12 finale just aired earlier this year during the 2025 TV lineup, and we already know the show has locked in a renewal for Season 13. That alone says a lot about how much Hallmark still believes in this long-running favorite. Right now, we don't have a ton of details on what exactly is coming next, aside from a few exciting tidbits, like Melissa Gilbert making her return as Georgie McGill and hints that Hope Valley is about to run into some serious trouble. But we recently got something even better: official confirmation that filming has started. Aaron Krakow, who's been at the center of this world since day one, decided to mark the moment with a heartwarming video. Krakow, who of course plays Elizabeth Thornton, jumped on Instagram to share a sweet little clip of her walking hand in hand with Kevin McGarry, plus Highland Goodrich, who plays her on-screen son Little Jack, and Jada Lily Miller, Nathan's on-screen niece and adopted daughter Allie. The four of them look absolutely thrilled, strolling right up to the camera. Krakow captioned it with, "We got homesick," which feels like the perfect wink to fans. That caption probably ties back to where we last left off. If you remember, the Season 12 finale ended with Elizabeth, Nathan, Little Jack, and Allie actually leaving Hope Valley. They were heading to Cape Fullerton to get better medical care for Jack, who had just been diagnosed with diabetes. So while we kind of figured they wouldn't stay away from Hope Valley for long once Season 13 kicked off, seeing them all reunited so soon, plus Krakow's playful note, feels like a big sigh of relief. The family dynamic they've built is such a huge part of the show now, and seeing them together again only makes it more exciting to think about what's ahead. Earlier in the week, Krakow had even teased that she was getting back to work. She posted a selfie from a plane, which lots of fans took as a sign she was heading off to film. Whether that was actually the case or not, it's nice knowing she's officially back on set. And it sounds like Hope Valley is going to be in for quite a ride this season. Jack Wagner, who plays Bill Avery, previously let slip that the town is going to experience something pretty big. He called it an event that's going to be life-changing. Naturally, that's got fans buzzing. I'm both excited and slightly nervous to see exactly what he means by that. On top of all this, there's been some sweet real-life news to celebrate. Filming on Season 13 kicked off just weeks after Erin Krakow tied the knot with her fellow When Calls the Heart co-star, Ben Rosenbaum. These two actually met on set, which makes it even more special. Fans were over the moon when they found out the pair had gotten married. It's always fun when castmates fall in love for real, and now that they're returning to work as husband and wife, it'll be interesting to hear them share what it's like to be back on set together in this new chapter of their lives. As for when we'll actually get to watch Season 13, that's still up in the air. Hallmark hasn't announced a premiere date yet, but knowing that cameras are rolling is comforting, and hopefully that means behind-the-scenes photos and videos will start popping up soon. With any luck, we'll get more official updates about what's in store, too. Fingers crossed it won't be long before we're all back in Hope Valley, catching up with Elizabeth, Nathan, Jack, Allie, and the rest of the gang. Looking back at how Season 12 wrapped up, the finale really did drop a big cliffhanger on us. Elizabeth, Nathan, Little Jack, and Allie actually left Hope Valley altogether. And how long will they be gone? Well, that's anyone's guess right now. But this journey they're on could set up the return of a pretty notable character from the show's past. Earlier in the finale, Elizabeth got a letter from none other than Charlotte Thornton, Jack's mother and Little Jack's grandmother, played by Brooke Shields. Turns out, Charlotte's running a boarding house in Cape Fullerton these days. In her letter, she told Elizabeth about a brand new insulin lab in the city. Elizabeth didn't exactly take it well at first. She thought Charlotte was basically implying that she was putting Little Jack's health at risk by not immediately packing up and moving closer to better medical care. Rosemary, played by Pascal Hutton, did her best to calm Elizabeth down, pointing out that Charlotte probably just wanted to make sure her grandson was getting the absolute best care for his diabetes. Elizabeth admitted that she hated the idea of leaving Hope Valley, but at the end of the day, she'd do anything to make sure little Jack was okay. Then the stakes really went up. In a pretty terrifying moment, Elizabeth had trouble waking little Jack. That's when Faith revealed that the week's insulin delivery hadn't been properly refrigerated during shipping, so the medication wasn't working. A replacement shipment was already on the way from Toronto, but the scare forced Elizabeth to think about the insulin lab Charlotte had mentioned. Elizabeth started to consider leaving right then and there. Faith didn't sugarcoat things. She told Elizabeth straight up that while they were doing everything they could, the new lab had tools and tests that Hope Valley simply didn't have yet. For example, blood glucose tests from the lab would have caught Jack's problem a lot sooner. Faith ultimately said, "Maybe, for now, it's best for you to be closer to a lab if you can." And that was all Elizabeth needed to hear. She realized she had to get little Jack there immediately. When little Jack asked if they'd be staying in Cape Fullerton, Elizabeth told him, "We'll see, at least for some time." It was heartbreaking but hopeful all at once. Later that night, Elizabeth and little Jack left town under the cover of darkness. Then, in the final moments of the episode, Nathan and Allie showed up to join them. They're officially a family unit now, and Nathan made that crystal clear when he looked at Elizabeth and said, "Where you go, I go." With the gang headed to Cape Fullerton, it feels almost inevitable that we'll be seeing Charlotte again in Season 13. That letter was a pretty obvious hint. It's also worth noting that it's been a whole 10 seasons since Charlotte last appeared back in Season 3, so even though Hallmark hasn't officially confirmed Brooke Shields is coming back, the Season 12 finale practically laid the groundwork for her return. All in all, there are a bunch of reasons to be pumped for Season 13. Not only are we looking forward to more of Elizabeth, Nathan, Jack, and Allie's story, but there's also this new chapter in Cape Fullerton that could open up some fascinating possibilities. And on top of that, we've got the chance to revisit old characters, watch new family bonds deepen, and maybe see how the entire community of Hope Valley deals with that big, mysterious, life-changing event Jack Wagner teased. And that's that for today's video. Thanks for watching. And we will see you in the next one. Your suggestions for future videos are always welcome in the comments section down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay in the loop. And if you want, you can share your thoughts about this video in the comments.